Let's start in lane number 8. Nora Marks is supposed to be the first runner for them. Nelly Schmidt will be the last runner for the Germans. USA is in lane 7. Thomas, Horton, Blocker, and Ayalo are on their team. Great Britain and Northern Ireland are in lane 6. Zoe Kuraku, Tette Anku, Pong Ei, Miyorok, and Emily Diamond are running. They got silver at the World Championships last year. There's a little kiss blown from the Polish team in lane number 5. Hokwiki Vigard is supposed to bring him home at the end. The French team is in lane number 4. Corway is supposed to anchor them home on the 4th leg here. And this is a pretty good Jamaica team in lane number 3. Christine Day, Genevieve Russell, and McPherson. On the last leg, South Africa. South Africa is in lane number 2. Ballman is first. Wendell is last. This is the women's 4x400m relay race. McPherson, who won the individual 400 race, is on the final leg for Jamaica. Someone came second in the individual 400. Floria GU brings them home for France, and Courtney, who came 5th in the individual 400 meters, brings the USA team home. South Africa, Jamaica, France, Poland, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, United States of America, and Germany are all racing. This is the final women's track race on day 1 of this Athletics World Cup. We expect Jamaica, Great Britain, and USA to be really strong. 3rd place should be exciting too. So, another perfect start under the big bright lights of the London Stadium. Zoe Clark is running really well for Great Britain and Northern Ireland in lane number 6. Day of Jamaica is doing great in lane number 3. The Jamaican team was doing so well here last year in the World Championships, but then their second leg runner got hurt, and that ruined any chance the Jamaican team had to win a medal. Thomas is doing well for the USA in lane number 7. The first leg is run completely in separate lanes. So now they're coming down the home straight for the first time in this women's 4x4 race. Poland is putting themselves in a really good position when the stagger unwinds. Poland is in a great spot here on their first leg. America is still holding on though with Thomas in lane number 7. Let's see who's ahead when they hand off the baton. They hold the batons up high. The runner coming in goes out, and I think Poland is edging ahead in this one, in this women's 4x4. Yeah? That was a really good first leg there from Olive Kowelik of Poland on the opening leg. Although the USA's runner going out, or actually the runner coming in, Brianna Thomas, the first leg runner, ran really strong, and she's handed over to Kiana Horton on the second leg, who's leading by just a little bit. But amazing running here from the Polish team in 3rd place. These 3 teams, you could almost throw a blanket over them, couldn't you? So there's a little bit of a gap starting here. USA, Jamaica, Poland are the top 3. The individual 400-meter runner-up, Russell, is warming down the home straight here. Great Britain and Northern Ireland are running well into 2nd or 3rd position here. This is good running by the British team, but the handovers are almost exactly the same. Jamaica and the USA have got to get on that inside line. You don't want to be running farther than you have to. We expect the American athlete to cut inside down the back straight, and the Jamaican does the same thing. Jamaica is leading the USA Dat Enkapong for Great Britain Northern. Ireland is currently in 3rd position for the British team. The long blonde hair of the American is right next to the Jamaican's shoulder. Looking to get the baton over, the athlete who's coming in looks down the home straight. The next leg runner is put in position at the 200-meter mark. Wherever their athlete is at, they're not allowed to move from that spot. So now coming into the final handover in this women's 4x4. Yes, good running from the American Kiana Hawk. She hands over with about a 4-meter lead ahead of Jamaica. The rest of them go through with Britain locked together with Poland. I think Poland is just getting the third spot as they hand it over there. That's a separate battle from what's happening up front, really, with a full-on race between the Americans and the Jamaicans. But the USA is beginning to pull away. The USA has a gap of about 4 meters with 200 meters left to run. So Vanguard of Poland and Diamond of Great Britain are battling for the third position. But it's the USA team with their familiar baton holding style. But it's so much easier to chase than to be in the lead. Jamaica is charging hard with We have France in the left of the screen coming into a podium finish. France is going to get on the podium here. But look at this battle. Is it going to be France? Is it going to be Jamaica? Can she get on the inside? Oh, wow. 3 minutes, 24.28 seconds. The women's 4x400-meter relay at the 2018 Athletics World Cup turned out to be a super exciting race with amazing teams from the USA, Jamaica, Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, Poland, France, Germany, and South Africa. As the final race of the competition, it promised to be dramatic, and it totally was. Mixing smart racing with super fast sprinting right from the start. The race promised to be intense. Zoe Clark of Great Britain and Jamaica's Christine Day ran really strong opening legs, while USA's Thomas set a solid pace in lane 7. The staggered first leg saw Poland holding a strong position as the lanes began to come together by the first baton handoff. Poland had moved slightly ahead, but the USA, with Kiana Horton taking the second leg, pushed forward and took control. Jamaica and Great Britain stayed right with the leaders, keeping the race super close. The third leg quickly became the Jamaica's Genevieve Russell, who's famous for her 400-meter speed, ran a really powerful stretch along the back straight, pushing her team into a great position for the anchor Handoff at the same time. The USA and Great Britain pushed hard, and Poland fought really hard to stay in medal contention. The final baton exchange was smooth and perfect, setting up an exciting dash to the finish line. Over the last 200 meters, the USA slowly got a bigger lead. With their anchor runner who stayed calm under all that pressure, Jamaica, with Stephanie and McPherson in closing, put up an amazing fight trying to close the gap. Even with that push, the American team crossed first in 3 minutes and 24.2 seconds, winning an awesome victory. The fight for third was just as exciting. Poland and Great Britain battled really hard for the final podium spot, with Poland barely winning bronze. The relay showed just how many talented women there are in track and field, and showed the intense rivalry between the USA and Jamaica. Even without winning, Jamaica showed their continued strength in the 400-meter relay, while Britain and Poland proved they're serious competitors on the world stage. Looking ahead, the 2025 track season promises more amazing moments in sprinting, Jamaica is still a powerful force, helped by rising stars like Kassan Thompson, whose super fast 60-meter times this year showed that the country's sprinting tradition is still going strong. With veteran runners like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Shericka Jackson hoping to get back to their best form, there's going to be tough competition ahead. Amazing races like the 2018 4x400 relay are still examples of the best racing, reminding fans of how thrilling track and field can be with new talent challenging the established stars. The 2025 season is shaping up to be really spectacular. Fans can look forward to a wild ride of speed, smart racing, and unforgettable finishes as the next major championships get closer